The lizard was dying of thirst. Suddenly, an oasis appeared right in front of him. Oscar dashed toward it and dove straight in. But instead of drinking water, he nearly got roasted alive on the scorching hot sand. Just then, a truck came speeding by. Oscar didn't have time to dodge and was knocked flat on the ground. He lifted his head, only to see another oasis up ahead. This time, Oscar didn't rush forward. He closed his eyes and carefully took one step at a time. But he ended up crashing into a coconut tree. After making sure it wasn't another mirage, Oscar finally reached the edge of the pond. Suddenly, a giant crate fell from the sky and crushed him. It turned out the desert trio had arrived for their vacation. The hyena rummaged through the crate looking for wristbands, while the scattered items smacked his companions on the head. That made the fox furious until he got knocked out cold by a bowling ball. Meanwhile, Oscar, still trapped under the crate, stretched out his tongue to lick a drop of water. But the hyena yanked his tongue and dragged him out, wrapping Oscar around his arm like an accessory and striking a pose. Then Oscar was flung straight into the vulture's face. The vulture went even further. He blew into Oscar like a balloon, and Oscar swelled up into a giant ball. They even used him as a volleyball, laughing as they played a cheerful beach match. In the end, Oscar was tossed beneath a coconut tree, but bad luck struck again. He floated toward the pond and, to avoid drowning, had to sprint frantically across the water's surface. Just as he made it back on shore, he slammed into another crate. When Oscar thought he was finally safe, he realized he had been carried off into the sky by a kite. The desert trio rushed over and grabbed the kite string, but the wind was too strong, and the three of them were blown into the sky along with him. At that moment, the hyena stepped onto a surfboard, pulled his two friends along, and started surfing through the desert. Before long, though, Oscar was blown into the clouds. A bolt of lightning shot down the kite string, frying the entire desert trio to a crisp. Yet Oscar came out completely unharmed, and landed safely in the very center of the oasis. Overjoyed, he tugged hard on the kite string, only to be snapped back like a slingshot. He crashed headfirst into the sand, because the water in the oasis had already been drained dry by humans.